What's up, guys? Hoarder here. You know, this week's video was supposed to be Digstock Part 2 down in North Carolina, me, Doug, and Rich. But since we've gotten back, something happened. You see, we got access to this old 1700s colonial farm that we've never been to before. And this farm is already planted with wheat. So Doug and I shot out there like two bunnies to try to give it a once-over just to see where the hot spots would be. And I dug an absolute monster. Not only the coolest coin that I've ever found in my history of detecting, but the oldest coin by far. An absolutely incredible day. So this video jumps right to the front of the line. So I hope you guys enjoy this week's out of order video, my greatest coin ever, and I will see you at the end. Later. We are out today at this old colonial farm. It's got to be 50, 60 acres, and we know there was an old house on this property that goes all the way back to the early 1700s. It's only me and Dog Tag Doug today. He's already digging the first hole of the day. Man, I am stoked. I even had a dream last night that we found a cache of gold and silver coins. Oh man, I can still see it in my brain. So hopefully it's going to be a good day. Back in the first dig. See you guys soon. Later. All right, so it's just me and Dougie today, but we have a beautiful field. Very low. It looks like it's just rye. The farmer came out. We talked to him for about a half an hour. Super nice guy. He's a paisan. You know I love the paisans, Doug. Yep. And the first dig for me, about maybe 10 feet from the car, came up a pretty high 47, and it might not be a treasure, but I got this piece of a pocket watch and then kept digging and got an even bigger piece of an old pocket watch. But that is the sign of life that we like to find. And everywhere I look, Doug, there is pottery all over the ground. White pottery and red brick.
Oh, and we saw some oyster shell.
And some oyster shell.
So
I think it's going to be a good, I really have high hopes that we're going to get a lot of buttons. We're going to get a lot of 1800s types items.
Yep.
Because there were some old home sites out in what now is just a big, vast wheat field.
Right.
And we only got about 2 weeks before this crop starts growing. So let's hop to it, Doug. But a very nice first find, old pocket watch. Let's see if we can add to that.
Good start.
All right, Doug just called. He let out a yell and he said, woohoo! He's down on his knees staring at something. Let's go see what he got. Wow.
Oh, it's beautiful.
What did you get, Doug? You screamed.
Oh.
Is it something nice?
It's, in my opinion,
Let me say, oh, well, your opinion doesn't mean a whole lot.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, what is that? Is that a token?
It's a 2-cent piece.
No, it's not.
It is.
We haven't got one in a long time.
Check that out.
Oh, look at that patina on it, Doug.
Can I say something? Someone gave me.
Yeah, at Digstock, they gave us one.
Yeah.
Do you remember his name? He gave me
I
one
wish
also.
I could, but thank you.
Yes, much better than the one he had. Look at that. You got incredible detail on it too, Doug. Was it deep?
No, look.
And you were saying you were only going to dig deep things, but I got that pocket watch like an inch and a half down.
Good. Yeah.
Let me see if I can see a date on this guy. It's right at the bottom. I think it's 1864.
Good.
I think. I can't tell.
I think I have an 1864.
Oh, well, then I'll take it.
But
that's an incredible find, Doug.
and look how close we are to the coast.
Yeah, not far at all. And I'm telling you, with all this brick, yeah, I already picked up 3 pieces of jasper too.
Oh, really?
So there might even be Native American stuff around.
We got the creek right behind.
There is a creek, and the farmhouse is up there.
And he did say that we might find some ground.
This is only like your second or third one ever.
What?
2-cent piece.
I got about 4 or 5.
Oh, well, it's 2 or 3 with me, I think.
Yeah, well, you know, there was a life before.
No, there was not. It was barely. That's a nice, high, crisp signal. Every direction as I circle it. I'm going to set the camera up and do a live dig. This could be a large cent or maybe even a silver quarter. All right.
I'm assisting Jay on this live dig.
Doug, this one sounds really juicy.
What are you predicting, may I ask?
Silver quarter or large cent?
Yeah. Well, we've already dug one largie out of here.
It's about 6 inches, so I'm gonna.
All right.
Now, this is planted, so I'm trying to dig carefully.
You know how you do that with standing up and lifting the...
Yeah, lift up my foot.
Yeah. You know, How many times I've fallen down trying to do that?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm incredibly coordinated.
I'm not really good at that. Oh, it's still in the hole, it sounds like.
No.
Oh, you knocked it out.
Goes on the side.
No, it's fallen onto the ground. Whatever.
It's a large cent, Doug.
It is. All right.
It's a large cent.
All righty.
Oh man, hold on, let me get my glasses on.
Wouldn't it be nice if that was silver that size?
Well, I'm going to take anything old, Doug.
Yeah.
I'm not a picky guy.
I know.
I see a wreath on the back.
Oh yeah, so do I.
Can you see the wreath?
Yeah, I think that's going to dry out nicely. Give you some real detail.
You're not going to believe what it is, Doug.
It's a cat bust.
What's my favorite colonial era coin?
Your favorite color?
My favorite one that I'm known for digging more than anybody else.
Oh, cat bust.
A Liberty cap.
A
It's
Liberty cap. Yeah, that's
It's
what
a
I
Liberty
meant to
cap.
say.
I can see the cap on the left-hand side. I'm going to brush it and we'll come back and get a close-up of it, Doug.
Again, we're looking at some real age.
All right, there it is. And I brushed it and it is starting to dry. I can see a little bit of Liberty. She's facing towards the right, towards where my thumb is. But I can clearly see a very defined cap in the back.
There.
Yep. And this is going to be, I think, 1793 to like 97 or 8, something like that. It's probably been a while since I got one, a good 8 months or so.
And that looks like it's going to give you some real good detail when it dries.
Yeah, I'll get the corrosion off. I'll put it in a light electrolysis to get that corrosion off. And then I got some techniques to try to bring out some of Liberty's face again. But even if this is all I get, it's identifiable, and that's all that really matters.
Right.
Well, awesome find there, a Liberty cap. We are off to a great start. I know we're going to find some Indians, hopefully some 1800 silver, not even a button yet.
No.
But we're going to have an incredible day. I can feel it in my bones. So let's keep going. We got a long day, and it's a beautiful day, too.
And we will be here till sunset.
Oh, or beyond. And beyond.
That's right.
Oh, man, I might have something amazing here. I was going along, working towards the tree line, like I said. This was coming up in the mid-30s, only about an inch down. I didn't even use the big shovel. I just used a little lesh, scooped a thing of dirt out, and this popped out. I don't know if that is... At first glance, I thought maybe it was like a hammered piece of silk. What is that? Oh my goodness. That might be like a cob. It is! Holy crap! It's a cob. It's a silver cob. What the heck is this thing doing here? Oh my goodness. When I first saw it, I thought it's going to be like a bottle cap or something. This is a cob, a silver cob. Holy cow. Let me call Doug over. I'm going to spray it. He is not going to believe it. This is crazy.
Let me just say, Jason was so excited. I could see him wet his pants from
Doug, this is amazing. I don't even want to move another inch because if there's any more here, I want you to be here and get one also.
Okay.
We've never found it. It is a huge bucket lister for us. It's under my pinpointer. And Doug, when I say it was so shallow, all I did was get my knife, put it in, and lift up like an inch.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. It's under this dirt bomb, Doug. Put your hand out.
All right, and now let me just say that it was something we've never found before.
Never.
And we found it with the legend.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So,
it was so shallow, though, I could have found it with a stud finder.
This is a holy nocta.
Wait till you
moment.
see it, Doug.
Oh, no!
Doug, I thought it was a bottle cap with writing on it, so I rubbed it with my finger.
Oh.
It's got the cross on the back, Doug.
Wow.
It's from like the 15, maybe 1600s. It's a cob.
It's
a silver cob.
Oh my goodness!
Almost on the surface.
Been screaming.
Oh, it was? Well, but it was like in the mid-30s. So I thought, oh, maybe it's a button or something like that. Popped it out super shallow.
Oh my goodness!
It's got, this side has a crest with like a line and all that stuff. It's mangled a little bit, but they were mangled by default. I mean, they had no definite shape to them. And this side, there might be a date on there. I see in the middle like looks like a 6.6. It could be 1666, could be 1566. I don't know a lot about these cobs, Doug.
Either way.
How crazy, the oldest thing we've ever found,
It's like finding a pine tree shilling without leaving the neighborhood.
That is insane. I dug a wheat penny 20 feet behind me, and then I get a Spanish cob not far from it.
I could barely see it when I flipped. It was shallow.
I saw it. Now, luckily, I called Doug over when I got that cob because whatever I find, I want Doug to find. Right next to me, you see my machine there. Doug had like a 40. He flipped over maybe too much of a plug, and this came out. And this is going to be...
That's a copper.
It's definitely going to be a copper. Right, only about maybe 5 feet from where the cob was. Oh, you don't mind if I'm rubbing it, do you, Doug?
Getting your pants dirty, not me.
We hit a patch here, Doug.
That's pretty slick, though.
Yeah, we might need the power on for this one to see if we can make out what it is. We are in an area, for whatever reason, are some incredibly old stuff.
I wonder if maybe there was some kind of
there had to have been a
tavern
store
or something.
Something. I agree. There had to have been something. Let me get the power on and see if we can see what it is, because there's not much meat on the bone. And let's see if we can ID what your copper circle is.
Okay. You see anything?
I'm not sure. All right, here's Dougie's coin, and man, we have been looking at it. Yeah, it is really toasty, but I'm sure this is incredibly old, Doug. Maybe KG2, could even be 1600s, William and Mary, something like that.
William.
To be able to find it that close to the cob, it could very well be a William or something. Oh, is there some letters up at the top? Let me move it out to the sun.
I think if we let it air dry a little bit over like 1 o'clock.
All right, we'll let it air dry and see if we can see anything on it. All right, here it is, my Spanish silver cob. I did not know a ton about this coin, so I had to do a lot of research. I wanted to see what all the markings were, and of course, I wanted to confirm that date. So here's what I found. I thought I'd share it with you, because if I've never seen one, there's a good chance you didn't see one before either. Now, this is actually the front of the coin, and it looks like a tic-tac-toe type pattern. The vertical pillars are the Pillars of Hercules, which are the opening to the Straits of Gibraltar, where Spain got out to the rest of the world to expand. Up in the top left and the bottom right, there is a letter P for Polita, where this coin was minted, modern-day Bolivia. Next to that is a capital letter I for 1 real, the denomination of this cob. And to the right, as well as the bottom left, there's a letter E for the assayer's name. The assayer was the person that guaranteed the quality and purity of the silver coins when they were minted. The letters going across the middle, PLV, SVL, TRA, just means more beyond the Pillars of Hercules, like that Spain is growing. And then at the bottom of the tic-tac-toe is the number 66, which is the year 1666. And then at the bottom, the waves are the Atlantic Ocean, which of course feed into the Mediterranean Sea. What a beautiful design. The back of the coin shows a little less detail, but still plenty enough for you to see. In the center is the Crusader cross with a castle in the top left and bottom right, along with a lion in the top right and bottom left. Above the cross is the letter I, again for 1 real. On the right-hand side, the same letter E for the assayer. And at the bottom, of course, the 66, the date visible on both sides. How cool is that? Now, don't forget, this was a hand-hammered coin. Each one had a unique shape, a unique strike. Sometimes they were off-centered, sometimes they were smeared. So to find one with this much detail, with an almost perfect center strike, is absolutely amazing. What a coin this is. Pirate ship money, Spanish galleon type money, old world silver. Man, what a crazy coin. Never thought I'd ever find one on American soil. What a monster this thing is. All right, we are trying now. We're going to go around the other side of the house. We did really good on the first side. And right on the other side, the very first dig that Doug got another
and
old
this
button.
Is definitely a button, no question.
Yeah, Doug is known for calling me over for buttons that are often not buttons. Yeah, this is a Tomback button too.
Yeah, look how that shines.
I get a lot of emails about, what is Tomback? You always say it. It's just the material it's made out of.
Yep, it's an alloy.
But they stopped using this alloy back in the early 1800s. So.
And it could be because it's so brittle. You can see
very brittle. Yeah, it's already cracked.
Taken out of it.
And it's very shiny. It comes out, you think it's a silver coin a lot of times.
Yep.
And once in a while, you'll get an etched design in the front. They're very rare.
Because they're so hard to etch without them breaking.
Yeah, they'd be one of a kind. But very nice, Doug. A nice Colonial Tomback button.
Yep.
There's going to be good stuff everywhere we go. I know it.
It's just been awesome.
It's
so
been a really
far.
good spot so far.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
Yes, sir. Oh, wow. It's good size, too. That looks like the same button.
It does look similar, doesn't it, Doug? I just got a really nice button. 3233. I didn't know what it was going to be. I pulled this out. Wait till you see this, Doug.
Let me block this wind. Wow.
No, you're okay. Mine's also a tomback, no shank, but mine has an etching. We were just talking about that.
Yep.
See, it's just like a bullseye in the center.
Oh, wow.
It's very rare to find any etchings on old tombacks. Most of the etched tombacks I have either have a Tudor rose in the middle or maybe a small design going around the outside or on the inside, like this one. But just last week, Doug, I saw this incredible etched sheep or horse, some sort of weird animal, but that was the most incredible one I'd ever seen.
I get a plain tomback. You get an etched tomback.
Well,
everybody loves a quarter hoarder.
Oh man, that's a nice one
That
too.
is. Oh, look at that. It's drying.
Is it drying
Nice.
better?
It looks like there's more to see on there.
Well, it's always more to see.
Yeah.
Look at it from the side.
Oh, wow. Nice.
All right, I called Dougie over because I just got a silver coin. And I said it's one that we don't get very often, Doug. Not that it's amazing necessarily, but we just don't get a lot of them.
Old.
Not that old.
Is it a dime?
Do you want to see my numbers?
Yes.
Here's my numbers.
Well, that's a nice number.
It's actually a pretty junky number.
Wow. That's low.
Yep. What silver coin comes up low like that?
Trime.
Well, I'd be pretty excited if it was a trime.
But you said it wasn't that old. Oh,
War nickel. Yep, I picked it up, and as soon as I saw how shiny it was, I knew it must be a war nickel.
Nice.
And let's see the date on this guy.
Let's hope it's Denver.
43. The World War II era nickels are 35 or 40% silver.
42 to 45.
No, I meant silver percent. 35 or 40.
35%.
35,
But,
oh, okay,
but
yeah.
the years are 42
Yeah, something
to
like that.
45.
This one looks like it has the big P above the Monticello, Philadelphia Mint.
Yeah.
I think they made them in Denver and probably San Francisco. I don't know
Yeah,
offhand.
it's DS or P.
Yeah, but we haven't found a war nickel in
Wow.
quite a while. So
Nice.
yeah, it was a pretty good signal, higher than a normal nickel would be because of the silver content.
Yep.
And I'm just chasing buttons and cobs. So all right, nice find for me there.
Yeah.
All right, Dog Tag Doug got something we might try a little live dig on. We'll see how long it takes to get to it. Where is it, Doug?
Towards you.
There it is.
And what numbers are you getting?
Well, it's a little bouncy in the 40s.
Yeah.
Everything from 47 up to 51. It sounds good though. I mean, I would dig that too. So maybe we'll get lucky and get something good out of it.
Okay. It is.
Oh, it's a silver rosy. Very nice, Doug.
Might be a spill.
Looks like, I can't tell, maybe 47? Maybe 47. All right, there's Dougie's rosy, and we were right, 1947, 90% silver. It's got a nice hairline, rosy. I can see all the strands there.
Yep.
He
He had a good barber.
Yeah, he probably went to a salon, I'm gonna guess. We saw no mint mark, but there's the back, the torches, good detail. So not bad, Doug. I'm glad you got on the board with some silver late in the game, but you know what they say, better late
That's right.
than never. Awesome job. Well done.
Thank you.
What are you getting, Doug?
26, 27, 28,
Yeah.
actually up to 30.
Here's mine. Let me swing over it.
So,
This was my signal I came across. Doug was swinging over it. That's a potential large cent, potential silver.
more silver.
I put my pin pointer on the ground, but it's deeper than that.
I remember you dug a clad quarter earlier that was
I know.
pretty deep. Small, whatever it is.
Oh, it is a copper, Doug. It's
Woohoo!
a copper.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I got good detail on it, Doug.
Of course.
It's a matron. Can you see it?
Yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna brush it, Doug, and we're gonna come back and get a close-up of it.
All righty.
Man, that's a nice one.
Way to go there, Cord Hoarder.
All right, Doug, here's my copper. It's really nice shape. Bang.
Holy smoke.
Yeah, it's a matron.
You can see a date.
Yep, it looks like it's 1828. So a nice old matron,
man,
beautiful. All the stars
shape.
and everything. I think yours were a lot slicker because yours were 100 years older than this.
Yeah, but still.
But this is still 200 years old. There's the
Look
back.
at that. Oh.
I know, this is one of the nicest ones I've got. Screaming signal too. Right next to where we just got some Tomback buttons. Man, this spot has, I can even see some reading going around the edges by the stars.
Oh, yeah.
You see it up in there?
It's an awesome shape.
And I love the 1820s. If you can see that serif font on the two, it's very swirly.
Yep.
Huge fan of the matron number 2s.
Swirly.
Man, I can't stop looking at it.
Yeah, I can see the reading all the way
Oh, yeah,
around.
as it dries, the wind's hitting it.
Yeah.
It's very windy today, but you might not notice at home. That is beautiful.
Nice dig.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, awesome. All right, not far from where I just dug that beautiful matron, Doug said he's got a coin and it could be a large cent. I see him brushing it, which is a good sign. Oh, it is big. It looks thick, Doug. Oh, you might get something really good out. That could be a Liberty cap or braided hair, one of the two. Yeah, look how thick it is.
It is thick.
I could stop a bullet with that thing. You got to have detail with it.
I got a little bit, but I think I would need glasses to...
Let me see. It's a Liberty cap. Son of a gun. Can you see? We're going to have to get the Perron, but I can see the cap on the left-hand side, and this is not the best angle.
No.
Let's hunker down in the shade, and I'll show it to you. It would flip like that. Wow, 2 Liberty caps from this field. Cobs, coppers, we have been really killing it here. Let's go walk up to the shade, and we're going to hit the Perron so people can see what the heck this thing is.
All right.
All right, we came over to the shade so you guys could see Doug's Liberty cap. It is
gorgeous.
Now I see
it.
You see the face?
Yeah.
She's facing your belly. I don't know why she's looking at your belly though.
Well, I got a cute belly.
And I could see I can see everything on it.
Yeah,
if I move it a little to the left, you can see the cap in the back.
Right.
And I've already gotten one from here.
Yep.
Now we got 2. This is late 1700s. And how many Liberty caps do you have? I think I'm probably like 16 or more.
Well, I got all mine in a jar. I don't...
well, you got to have at least 10 over the years.
I got a 10.
It's one of my most found ones, believe it or not, and I absolutely love it. Here's the back of yours.
One of the earliest coins minted.
You can see 1 cent, and you can't see the 1 over 100 at the bottom. Some of the wreath, this will require some cleaning.
Yep.
But the front, Doug, wow, beautiful
awesome.
condition on that face. I could kiss her. She looks so good.
Well, go ahead.
Well, maybe later. It's your coin. You don't kiss your buddy's stuff. Well, there it is, guys, and what a scouting mission it was. Not only did we leave with a bunch of 1700 buttons, a fistful of small silver coins, large coppers, but Doug and I each getting a Liberty cap large cent, one of my favorite early American coins there are. And then, of course, the hammered Spanish silver cob, 1666, the oldest coin I've ever found. Never thought I'd find one on U.S. soil. That thing was an absolute monster. Now, I don't like to give spoilers on this channel, but if you tune in next week, we go back again. Not only does Doug find his oldest coin ever, but Matt also gets his. What an incredible place this is, almost magical. So I hope you tune in for that. It's going to be a showstopper. But otherwise, I'm out of here, guys. I got a lot of cleaning up to do on some of these cool finds. So thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting, and I will see you on the next one. Later.